Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm, or should I say welcome to the brand new Heroes of the Storm 2.0. As many of you know, I was out of town over the weekend, and that was because I was being flown out to California to attend a press summit for these new 2.0 features. We sat through a presentation, and there was a lot of clapping and a lot of cheering, and it was really exciting to see all these new changes being rolled out. And then for the remainder of the day, we got to sit down and play the game. We got to check out all these new 2.0 features and then also talk directly with developers. Now, they did not allow very much recording while I was there. So what we are going to be looking at in the video are the trailers and developer discussions that have been released publicly. I'm going to be talking over them and kind of filling in the blanks with my thoughts or some extra information that I have that they didn't mention in these. There's not much. I'm just going to tell you right now. But I do want to share my impressions on this because I do think it's really exciting. But it's going to be a very casual video. Gonna be slow paced because I just used all the energy I had doing that intro, and that was only a minute long. But this is like extremely exciting, and it may not seem like a big overhaul to everybody because as of right now, it doesn't affect gameplay too much, but the player experience is going to be drastically improved here. And I'm really optimistic. Like, they're calling it Heroes 2.0 for a reason, right? It's kind of a relaunch of the game. It's a rebranding of the game. It's, hey, we're in the future now because, you know, players who haven't looked at the game in a long time, it's changed a lot. I mean, we're on a 3-week hero release cycle. We're getting constant hero reworks, bringing up those old heroes that the game released with and just trying to make them better. I believe they said they doubled the number of heroes that are in the game as opposed to when the game launched. So there's a ton of variety. And I think this is a really good attempt at saying, hey, everybody, we know you played the game a while ago. Come take another look. And this kind of falls in line with the UI redesign that we just got, you know, kind of bringing it up to the future, making it a lot more easy to look at. I went back and looked at the UI from some of my old alpha videos that are on the channel. Oh my God. I didn't realize how bad it was. How did you release a game like that? At least compared to what we have now. But essentially, as of right now, it seems like there's no better time to be a free-to-play player. There's 2 more currencies being added to the game. We have gems, and I'm going to make sure I don't mess this up. Now, again, they talk about this in the videos, so if I get something wrong, please call me out on it, please correct me, and then reference the video time so people can go hear the exact quote. Please and thank you. Seriously, I just slept, I think, 15 hours, and I'm just now getting going again. But they have gems that are real money currency. They also have shards that are currency that you get from, are you ready, loot chests. So they're basically bringing in the Overwatch system of giving out loot. I was going to say, but with a twist, but I actually think it's just the Overwatch system of giving out loot. So the gems you can directly buy skins with, or you can use your shards to craft a skin you want directly. Now, as you level up, as you're playing games, well, you can continue to level characters now. So let's say you have a level 20 Uther, like Kai is about to. I think hers is 19. That Uther, after the new progression system is rolled in, can go to level 21, 22, and keep going up to a soft cap of 999, which I don't think anyone is ever going to achieve. The one developer said it will not be achieved in his lifetime anyway. The XP scaling has been kind of streamlined. They have graphs for that floating around. But essentially, player progress or account level progress is no longer capped at 40. It's going to continue to rise with the combined level of all of your heroes. So I'm probably going to be at like 300, 400 or something, but as the new XP scaling comes in, it's actually going to be significantly higher. So let's say you had a level 20 hero before. That hero is now going to be boosted up to level 55 with the new XP scaling. You're going to go way up. And I believe they said every 5 levels you continue to level these heroes, you're going to get either gold or shards. I don't remember the exact word he used, and I apologize. Again, we weren't allowed to film. So it was like, it's kind of, I'm pulling from my brain, and there was a lot of stuff going on. But every few levels, you're still going to be getting rewards for leveling these heroes. And I, in the past, have suffered from the idea of getting a character to the master skin and then never playing them again, because that's where it felt like the reward stopped for me personally, as someone with a ton of gold that doesn't have anything to use it on. So this constant level progression means that you're going to be getting more currency to put back into the game, and it's going to be significantly easier for a free-to-play player to actually unlock skins, which has been extremely difficult, if not impossible, to do in the past, other than like giveaways. There's never been a way to get something other than a master skin without dumping money into the game. Now you can do that. You can craft any cosmetic item with these shards. And as you get these loot boxes, you're going to be getting duplicates. And if you don't want those duplicates, a new thing you can do with your gold is actually re-roll those boxes to try to get something else. And there's different qualities of tiers with these loot boxes that could give different rewards. So essentially you can get a legendary skin as long as I understand the system correctly from opening up these boxes. Those legendary skins usually cost a few dollars. So it's really, really cool. They also added... Like, I had this notebook, right, that I was given for my birthday when I visited the Blizzard HQ, and it was a Horde notebook, and I thought it was fitting that in this notebook I would start writing down feedback that I had for the game, or things that I thought would be really positive if they were added in. And I'm not kidding, as they were going down this list, it was just hitting all of my feedback. Well, not all of it. You get what I'm saying. It was a lot of it, and I was really impressed by this. The announcer system, I don't believe they showed it in the footage, but there is a murky announcer pack, which I think is just hilarious. So it essentially takes all of the announcer dialogue out of the game except for the key mechanics. So let's say on Cursed Hollow, I believe the Raven will still say when you're cursed and when you're not, or when a tribute spawns. But everything else, like the match is about to start, 3, 2, 1, go. You got a double kill, mega kill, everything like that. That is being replaced with the announcer from the pack. I believe only those key map events are going to be voiced by the map announcer. And that makes perfect sense, because as they add more and more maps into the game, you don't want to have to bring back the voice actor again to go over those events. It's just a cost-effective way of doing that. Other MOBAs have brought in voice actors for announcer packs, but the thing is they all play on the same map, so it becomes significantly easier to do, and they can announce everything. But the announcer packs, I think, are fantastic. That was something on my list that I really wanted to see, and this can expand a huge amount. This can keep expanding, like to the point where prominent community members are doing announcers. They haven't said this, for the record. This is me talking here. I could see this going in the direction of them bringing in prominent community members. You could have casters announcing everything, which would be really cool. You could have me announcing everything, and then you could sell that announcer pack and people will buy it. And then also bringing in, like, the example I used was, like, bring in cool shit like Bill and Ted, like something just completely out of the ordinary. And when someone gets a mega kill, you're like, excellent! You know, stuff like that. It could really scale up quite nicely. And I'm excited for this start. It's going to be really cool. I'm really excited for the start. But it's a way of customizing your game even more. They added in these banners. When you kill someone, you kind of throw the banner down to... Oh, actually, that's not true. It's not when you kill someone. It's when you take a fort or a mercenary camp or stuff like that. You know, usually when you add a meaningful effect into the game, I think when you take like a objective like Cursed Hollow, if you take a tribute, you throw the banner down and kind of mark that as your territory. Those banners can be customized. There's a ton of them in the game. They added in emojis, and when they announced emojis, everyone lost their damn mind. Like, everyone started screaming. And the joke was, like, emojis got more of a reaction out of the crowd that was there for this press summit than anything else. And they were like, maybe we should have gone back to the emojis. They made that remark a couple of times. But I think those are going to be really cool. I mean, the enemy team can't see those, so it's just you talking to your team. I could also see them being used really toxically, but I would much rather someone give me a thumbs down when I'm doing something wrong rather than, say something that I can report them for. Let's put it that way. And the spray system has been added to the game where you can kind of leave your mark on the ground. I wasn't sure how the system would work, like if it's where your cursor is, if it's where your character is. It's actually directly in front of your character's feet. It's right where they're facing. You're going to leave that on the ground. I didn't notice them too much in the game. I didn't notice them too much in the game at all. But that could have been because we had a limited number of sprays to actually use. And maybe the ones we had just didn't stand out very much. Now, because your master skins are no longer going to be a reward, what they're doing instead to show prestige, by the way, I don't think they said that anywhere in there. You can unlock master skins without being level 10, as long as you roll them out of the chests. But the new, hey, look at me, this is my master skin. The new system is going to be incorporated with taunts. So if you are a high-level character, the way they described it to me, the higher your hero goes, like say your Vala is level 600, which it won't be, but unless you're Keldor. Say your Vala gets up to 600, all of a sudden you have the most flashy taunt the world has ever seen, and it just gets bigger and more boisterous the higher level you go. So that's kind of your way of showing off, I really know what I'm doing with this character. Look at this, be intimidated, rather than having a master skin to do that. And the reason for that is because the master skin became something that a lot of players felt locked into. So the example being, well, I have my master skin for Tyrande, and I have to use it, so they know that I really know what I'm doing with this niche character. I really know how to play Tyrande, so I have to lock in with the master skin. But then right before the game starts, I'm gonna switch over to Love Goddess Tyrande because I actually like that skin and I paid money for it and I want to play that. So they just don't want that to be a thing anymore, and they added a new way to show off your veterancy with a character using taunts. And they also made all of these things a lot more accessible by having the emoticon wheel. So your taunt is there, your voice line is there. They added voice lines that you could select prior to a game starting to use as kind of a vocal taunt rather than a stationary, I'm going to sit here and taunt kind of thing. And then I believe your dance is there, and your spray also located there, if I didn't say that already. And again, cool changes. The PTR should be up any time, and everyone could jump in and try to get a look at these. Again, I played it for basically a day and was really encouraged, really excited about these changes. And the PTR is going to be up for a while, so they really want everyone to jump in and give feedback, not just baby rage threads over on Reddit. Come on, guys. Give actual feedback. Give pros and cons. But that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I wanted to add in footage of my own, but I wasn't allowed to record, and the PTR is not up, so we have this repeating trailer footage. But I hope what I had to say today was insightful or encouraging. And again, if you have not seen the official release stuff, please go ahead and check that out in the video description. Also, I'm sure we're going to be checking all this out on the Squadron channel in the upcoming weeks, so if you would like to see my live streams over there for Heroes, it always pops up at the end of the screen, so if you want to go look at that, feel free to. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the Nexus.